Back when I was a kid, Kenner was releasing the Power of the Force 2 line of figures, something I did a live unboxing of. If you haven't seen it, check out that video. And one of those things that was released when I was a kid was a version of Luke's Landspeeder. It's a vehicle I was fortunate enough to own as a kid, and I have lots of fond memories of playing with it as I was growing up. So when they were announcing that there was hopefully going to be a definitive new Landspeeder, I was pretty excited. Then I saw the price tag. Got a little less excited. I decided to wait for the opportune moment to get it, and hopefully it still was worthwhile at the price I paid for it. This version also comes with a pack-in Luke Skywalker that Hasbro, I guess, considers deluxe now, and he does at least come with a fair amount of accessories, so maybe it's justified. Well, let's go ahead and open it up and see if it was worth the price. And here's Luke and Luke's Landspeeder, and I am pretty happy that I did not pay the full $60 for this set. It was somewhere closer to $40 thanks to a sale on deep discount, and that's definitely probably what the price should have been closer to. The speeder itself looks alright, there's some sufficient details. There's the age-old mechanism that's been around since they've been doing the land speeders, which is the lever in the center will raise and lower the wheels. The hood can pop up so you can look in and see all the details on the engine, which is something I really didn't need, and it's a bunch of detailing for something I don't think a lot of folks are going to care about. Really, I would have rather that have been a storage compartment for all the extra accessories that this Luke comes with. Not that he comes with a lot of accessories, but he's got more than that can fit all on his belt. He's only got 3 attachment points on his belt, but he's got 4 accessories that need to be attached to said belt. So it would have been nice to have a spot in the vehicle where we could safely store him without fear of losing it if the vehicle flipped over on his back or something, you know? He's also got a soft goods poncho that's decent, a hat, the lightsaber, and this long rifle that clips to the Landspeeder nicely. Now, there's also currently a standard version of this Luke Skywalker in stores now, with some slight differences. One, he doesn't come with some of these many accessories that make this a deluxe version. That's sarcasm. That version just comes with, I believe, a comm link, the lightsaber handle, and that's it. This one's also got dirty shoes. The standard version doesn't have that, and the face sculpts are also both different, which is a really weird thing because I don't know why they felt like it warranted doing a whole different face sculpt for this character for both of these versions of this release. I personally don't have an opinion on which one of these is better, just because I've only seen the glam product shots of the standard version and just this version in hand. This one's got kind of that weird McFarlane side-eye that he was doing for a while, though, which I don't know if that's a printing error on my figure or if the other versions that have come out also have that. So if you've gotten this set and your Luke is kind of looking off to the side, comment below so that way I know if mine's a unique weird misprint or if that's just going to be the standard of them. Now, the only figure I can't tell you how well it fits in there is the Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I haven't received mine yet. But as far as everybody else, Luke doesn't sit in there great. It would have been nice if this windshield was removable so that way you could better position him and then put it on. But otherwise, you're trying to get your hands in there to get his hands on the steering wheel, and it's difficult. And he doesn't look real great sitting there since he's all up close onto that glass. It's not terrible, but it's a pain to get to. Now, there is space behind the seats for 3PO to put his legs so he can sit in the vehicle properly like he does in the movie instead of just laying on his back or laying with his feet out. However, the current vintage C-3PO I was able to get mostly sitting down, but it really does loosen up some of his plating, and I wouldn't recommend having that one in there. I would recommend, however, using the C-3PO figure that came with the Ewok throne a few years ago and was released multiple times around those years, because he sits in there just fine. He's also got the nice chrome plating, which I think was the last version of 3PO that we got with the chrome plating. So he looks nice and shiny in the back, and R2 lays down next to him on the other side just fine. So, is this set worth getting? I'm inclined to say no. I'd say wait until places start discounting it or putting it on sale. Just because $60, this just doesn't feel worth $60. I know this Deluxe Luke is supposed to be priced at like $25 individually, which would make this Landspeeder $35, but it's just not worth it. Like, these Deluxe figures continue to not include enough accessories or features to make them feel like they're worth paying $25, the price of a full 6-inch action figure these days. So it's not worth $60. Try to get the set more around the $40 or $50 range. I think that makes the set feel a little bit more worthwhile getting at that point. Otherwise, you could skip it. Alright, that's it for this unboxing video. Here's your hint at the next build video. Leave a guess what you think it is in the comments below. Until then, stay safe, happy hunting.